everybody. They're here too. I don't know why they're not talking.
Hey guys.
Because you were.
Oh. We have had a Christmas collection of movies this week. And we're here to talk about one of them. Which one are we going to talk about?
We're going to be talking about Soul, Adam. How about that?
Soul, Adam.
Yeah.
You mean the Pixar movie, Soul?
Indeed. Isn't that right, Allison?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Disney Pixar Soul was released actually on the Disney Plus platform that we're going to be reviewing today. This movie actually stars Jamie Foxx as the lead. And Allison, what are your thoughts? And then we'll go around the room. We'll go Allison, Adam, then myself. How's that sound?
Okay. So I didn't really know much about this movie. Like I've seen, the previews or whatever, but I never really paid attention about what it was. I knew it was something to do with jazz and it looked like a ghost. Okay. So I'm a big fan of Pixar movies and I was not feeling this movie whatsoever, even from the beginning. I watched it with my 6-year-old. I will say that is one of the least kid-friendly Pixar movies I've ever seen. He didn't really get it. And it might be because he's 6. I don't know. Maybe it's for like a little older kid, maybe like 9 or 10. I don't know. I felt disconnected to this movie. I didn't care for any of the characters. I understand the meaning behind this movie. And obviously we're not going to spoil, but the plot basically is, a jazz teacher, he comes from a family of jazz musicians, and that's what he wants to be like. He wants to be like his deceased father, and that's his passion. And he gets his opportunity to be in a jazz band with a local famous jazz person. And unfortunately, he has an accident and he passes away. So I guess like the point of the story, you can see Riley in the background. The point of the story is don't take anything for granted. You never know when your last day is going to be. Just go for what you want to be and all that. I liked the ending, I guess. I liked the point of the story. I just felt that it was a long movie, and Adam and I didn't talk about it, and I didn't talk to Roman about it either because we try not to talk about it before we do the review. But Adam did say that when he was done, it felt like a Pixar short that should have been a short that was like stretched to a 2-hour movie. And I couldn't agree more. It felt like one of those 5-minute shorts that we would see before the Pixar movie, before Up, before Inside Out. I don't know. I didn't like jive with it. Like I love Inside Out so much. This is the first Pixar movie I've ever watched where I haven't shed a tear. And that's hard because a Pixar movie is really sad. And knowing that this had to deal with death and soul searching, I thought that I might tear up a little bit and I didn't. So everybody is giving this movie high praise and I'm glad that people like it. I'm glad that people found something in it. I didn't know if I was watching the right movie. I didn't know what I was missing, but I just didn't really vibe with this movie. So that was my thoughts.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah. When I got done, I texted Allison and I said, I think we both watched the wrong Soul movie because I wasn't into it either. I thought it was very annoying. The movie was annoying. Tina Fey's character was teeth-gratingly annoying. I know that's what she was supposed to be, and I know Disney has to have, or Pixar has to have, the crazy things that happen every so often, but her character was unbelievably bad, and I love Tina Fey. But there's 3 things that I don't like. I don't like jazz. I don't like cats. And I don't like Jamie Foxx. But at the very beginning, I really was getting into this movie because I was getting into the whole thing about, maybe it was the score because it was Reznor and Ross, but I was really getting into the whole afterlife world place. The voice actors were great for the fact that most of them haven't done much voice work. I mean, Fortune Feimster and Graham Norton and the guy from the IT crowd I can't pronounce. Their voices were great. The voice acting was great. I mean, it I didn't feel anything except for 2 hours of mild annoyance. And so yeah, I didn't care for it. And same with Allison. I usually cry like my face off during Pixar movies, and I just did not care about this one.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
to
wait
degree,
for it. Here's the complete opposite.
well, to a degree, I completely agree with you, but I have some aspects that I absolutely enjoyed. To me, the story of Soul is taking two fantastic things that I really enjoyed. I love jazz music. I absolutely do. I loved the borderline cubism that they had for their artwork. I thought the art, how it was portrayed in terms of one-dimensional versus two-dimensional in some of the afterlife scenes, fantastic. I thought the voice actors were outstanding. So what is my problem? I did not care for the lead actor, his character whatsoever. To me, it reminded me very much of Jamie Foxx's character in Collateral, where he always had an excuse. The character in Soul to me was very much like Mierda in Brave, where it was annoying the high hell out of me. I didn't care what you did because you are so self-consumed. It's not even funny. You had your shot you had your bite of the apple. Move on. What
Was
makes
that a Pixar movie? That was a Pixar movie, right? Brave?
Let's just
Brave
go
was,
with
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it was Disney. I don't know with Disney, Pixar, that whole little drama.
Weird.
Are they together?
Weird.
Are they? Aren't they? I don't know. But yeah,
Mierda.
right.
Mierda.
Yeah.
She's
Mierda
Spanish
is
now.
correct. Yeah, no. But all in all, I felt very conflicted when it was over because it wasn't a fun film. It was a high-end drama that was more appropriate, in my opinion, to be with a Lifetime movie that I would have shut off 30 minutes after it began. But the jazz and the art kept me enthralled because I loved what they were doing. I loved some of the aspects of the soul. I liked how they showcased the afterlife in the pre-life. I thought that was very interesting. I thought some of the attempts at humor were okay, where it showed these little souls getting slammed, and it's like, oh, don't worry, you can't crush a soul here. That's what Earth is for. I thought that was a great line. Unfortunately, that was probably the only decent line there. So all in all, I loved the jazz part. Stayed for the jazz. Absolutely love it. I love how they describe getting lost in the music. Completely agree with that.
The zone.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. Just change the character. He was self-consumed. An example of this is when the barber's chair and Tina Fey's character was opening up and asking questions about the barber, and the barber goes, "Oh man, you know what? Thank you for asking me some other questions other than jazz. All you ever talked to me about jazz." You know, it's a very self-consumed, in my opinion, very self-consumed. A guy who made 1,000 excuses why he couldn't and didn't realize why he could. And yeah, I didn't much care for it. So Soul, thank you very much for the opportunity, Disney Plus. Stay for the jazz, stay for the art, leave for the character, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Totally agree with you on the character. And I'm not to spoil anything, but the ending was just hit on all the wrong things.
Oh yeah.
His character finally does the right thing and has nothing to pay for. They're like, "Oh, you get the prize."
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well,
You've learned your lesson. Maybe you'll keep it. Who knows? But we'll let you do what you need to do.
Well, and not only that, it was also unrealistic because unless he completely changed his personality, but at the end he was just like, yeah, okay, I got the prize and now I can do whatever I want with my life. Well, you know what you want to do with your life because you get bitching about it the whole movie that you want to be in a famous jazz band. So you doing anything else, and we don't know what he ends up doing, but you alluding to the fact that you're going to do anything else is not really accurate. So
He gets to just live.
Well, and that's where the Merida, excuse me,
Merida.
Merida, that's where the Merida comparison, the comp comes in, where we've talked about in previous podcasts and also in Zoomcasts, how much I have an utter disdain for that character because she never got to pay the price.
Yeah.
She put her whole family through hell, and she never got her up and comings. And I feel the same thing with Soul. I love Jamie Foxx for the record. I love the cast for the record. A lot of great things. It's just, at least in Collateral, you got Tom Cruise who potentially almost killed him a couple times. Just saying, his character. So that's my 2 cents. Anybody closing out? Shall we grade this bad boy?
Yeah.
Allison?
I will put this movie in the same bucket as Brave. The 2 Pixar movies I will never watch again because they are pure disappointment for me. I give this movie a C-.
Okay. Adam?
Yeah. If you know me, you know I'm not a big Disney fan, but I am a big Pixar fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I haven't seen Inside Out, and I haven't seen The Incredibles 2, Part 2. But I wish I had watched either of those. Other than this, I give it a D-.
Okay. I give it an A+ for the jazz, A+ for the art, an F on the character. So let's give it a C for me. I just, not memorable. I would rather purchase a soundtrack than watch this film again, in my opinion.
It needed some tapas, some jazz and tapas.
Jabba's tapas.
No, not Jabez, jazz and tapas. And some
Okay.
Ryan Gosling. Just saying.
All right. Well, that's our thoughts. We would love to hear about your guys' take. Please go ahead and comment below. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And you can always visit us on our links that are going to be attached to the comments section below. But thank you very much for joining us. And tune in for the rest of our videos. And if you ever want us to review more stuff, let us know. And we'll be happy to oblige. So thank you very much.
Hi! Movie's over. Go home!